What's up guys, Houndish here, and today I just wanted to do a quick guide on how to complete the Pleasure Garden section of the Leviathan raid. So you'll actually come into this area with a kind of dark forest style section on the ground below, and when you come into the space you'll need to clear out all of the enemies in the area. You'll notice that there are beams of light on top of rocks, and I'll explain what those do in just a moment, but on top of the kind of platform here there are two relics, one on the left and one on the right hand side, and these are actually prism weapons. So one player needs to pick up each of these kind of weapons, and the other four players, as soon as they do that, can drop down into the safe room below, which will open as soon as those weapons are picked up, and all the players need to pick up a royal pollen, and the players with the prism weapons can actually now jump onto the rocks with the kind of beams of light, and what they'll need to do is guide the players on the ground to the nearest kind of pollen node that can be destroyed. So you'll see these kind of glowing purple flowers, and a player in our team right here is actually directing us where to go towards the right hand side. You'll have to avoid royal war beasts, which are kind of cabal dogs that are on the ground. You'll have to sneak past these, and the players up top can help you do that and direct you to, you know, kind of where they're going. There is a bit of a pattern to the way they move as well, so you'll be able to kind of figure that out as you go. But once it's clear, we make our way to our first kind of plant over here with the pollen node, and the player up top with the prism weapon can actually shoot the pollen node on the plant, and this will give all of us a buff on the ground, so we have empowering spores times 12, and then the players up top need to direct us to the next kind of quickest and safest pollen node that can be destroyed. So you can see they're kind of calling out where we need to go right here. We make it over to another pollen node on the left, and it gets destroyed and increases the stack for empowering spores to times 24, and this is basically a damage buff that we can use to destroy the royal war beasts. It's worth me noting that the kind of plants that glow and the kind of pollen nodes you destroy are randomly kind of generated as to which ones will be available at a given time, so the players up top will really have to help coordinate the team, and obviously you need to be really careful not to be caught. And what we did right here is actually stacked the empowering spores, so moved from plant to plant. The players up top would shoot the nodes and give us these empowering spores stacks, and we did this until we had 60 stacks right here, which means we have the actual maximum amount of damage that we could possibly do. And what our team decides to do right here is attack one of these war dogs each. So I go in with my super right here and attack one, fire a few rockets at it, and we manage to take it down. You don't have to kill all of the dogs right here in this particular phase. You can either weaken, you know, all of the dogs and then repeat the process, get a few stacks and then kill the dogs, or you can do what we've done right here where we actually killed 5 of the dogs in the first round, so we get 60 stacks. Once we have as much damage as possible, we attack all of the dogs and we manage to kill 5 of them, meaning there is 1 dog remaining. There are actually 6 of them. Once we've done this though, we immediately get back to the safe room. As soon as the dogs howl, which is the same kind of point in time that you actually have to be attacking and damaging them, it will start a timer, and this is a timer to where the safe room doors close, so you basically have to attack them, kill them very quickly, and then get back to the safe room. So we're back at the safe room right here, and there is basically now a countdown timer, which means that the royal war beast will grow restless much quicker, which means we basically have to get our damage stacks available and then take the war beast down before it decides to howl, and we'll have to use the safe room again. You can actually use the safe room 3 times, but in this instance we have 1 kind of war beast left, so we get a stack of spores right there, and because there are all 6 of us available to attack just this 1 dog, or war beast, which is what they're actually called, we can use the stack of just 12 right there to take the final one out, and we actually complete the encounter. So there are, you know, a couple of different ways that you can do this. Like I said, you can either kind of go and try and kill 4 or 5 on your first round by going to multiple different spores and getting it to stack up to 60 times. There is even a tactic where you get up to 60 times and then kind of take the health on all of the war beasts down until it's a really low point, and then kind of repeat the process the second time and then kill them all in one go. And the second time you won't actually have the countdown timer because you haven't yet killed any of the war beasts. So there's a lot of moving parts with this and it's pretty complicated, but I hope this has kind of helped to break down how this encounter works and the different possibilities and ways that you can complete it. So let me know in the comment section, guys, how you found the Leviathan raid so far. If you have any tips for other players in the comment section, that would be highly appreciated. If you have found the content useful though, a like is appreciated, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe to see a lot more Destiny 2 content. But for now, have an awesome day.